Welcome, I'm Morris Mohammed and this is the English news program on Somaliland National Television. These are the stories making local headlines. Ministry of Planning hosts meeting on developmental initiatives for eastern regions of Somaliland. 2 U.S. high school football stars charged with the rape of a 16-year-old girl. Ministry of Planning and National Development Saad Ali Shireh hosted a consultative meeting on methods of further developing eastern regions of Somaliland. This administration has made it a priority to better allocate funds and resources to the eastern regions in an attempt to provide more opportunities to Somaliland citizens. Attendees of the consultative meeting included Ministers of Defense, Commerce, Agriculture, Public Works, State Minister of Eastern Region Affairs, Vice Minister of Mining, Energy and Water Resources, and a number of other senior government officials. Ministry of Planning and National Development Saad Ali Shireh opened the consultative meeting with initial remarks. He stated the importance of further developing Somaliland, in particular the eastern regions, which are entitled to much more support. Minister of Defense Ahmed Haji Ali Adami reiterated the significance of this administration's focus on strengthening key sectors in the eastern regions of Somaliland. The Minister of Eastern Region Affairs, Kayseh Abdi Yusuf, also pointed out the difference this administration made in establishing an entire ministry focused on this particular issue. Other cabinet ministers and senior government officials also spoke on the need for more investment and growth in the eastern regions. The meeting concluded with those present agreeing to meet again and deliberate on methods of advancing this key project. SONSAF, the Somaliland Non-States Actor Forum, organized a conference on the social welfare development of Somaliland. With over 16 representatives from different districts of the nation, the conference highlighted the role that social welfare plays in developing nations. Chairman of SONSAF, Mohammed Ahmed Barawani, welcomed the representatives from 16 districts and the overwhelming number of parliamentarians in attendance. The chairman stated that social development must remain a priority for the government and organizations working throughout the country. He also stressed the need for more cooperation between public and private sector institutions. Mohammed Chama Alo, a senior official of Somaliland's Ministry of Interior, issued a stern message to parliamentarians and newly elected officials in attendance to work effortlessly in mending the concerns of their respective constituents. Deputy Mayor of Hargeisa's local government, Abdulaziz Agaweyne, pointed out the need for more conferences such as this one and commended the efforts of SONSAF on such feats. The conference is expected to take place for 2 days. Director-General of Resettlement Ali Bikola led a humanitarian campaign to provide urgent assistance to families impacted by a recent fire, which caused massive destruction to dozens of homes. The Director-General commended the efforts of Hargeisa's local government, NRC, Red Crescent and Islamic Relief Organization in heeding to the emergency call for support.
The Director General distributed dishes, water barrels, and other essential items to over 103 families residing in the neighborhood recently impacted by a severe fire. With destruction still visible, the Director General urged more public and private institutions to do more in resolving this national challenge. NRC, the funding partner accompanying Director General Ali Bikolo, expressed their commitment in providing more resources to those affected immensely from the severe fire. Director General Ali Bikola conveyed a strong message to the media to promote further awareness of the dire condition of these people and the need for urgent support in resolving this national challenge.
This is the English news program on Somaliland National Television. Here are the stories making international headlines. 2 high school football players in the U.S. state of Ohio are set to face trial on charges they raped a 16-year-old girl while she was unconscious after an alcohol-fueled party in last summer. The juvenile court trial, which begins on Wednesday in the eastern city of Steubenville, is expected to last all week.
Attorneys for the 16-year-old Malik Richmond and 17-year-old Trent Mays have denied the charges and are seeking to have Mays' case dismissed because of an inability to subpoena certain witnesses. The suspects were arrested after a phone camera picture of the victim on the night she was allegedly sexually assaulted was emailed to many people in the community. Police say she was unable to recall what happened. The case in Steubenville in eastern Ohio has attracted attention over allegations that more students should have been charged for failing to stop the attack or knowing about it and not alerting authorities. Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine's office is prosecuting the case after the local prosecutor in Steubenville stepped down to avoid partiality because her son is also a star football player.
Kurdish rebels in Turkey have released 8 hostages after their jail leader, Abdullah Öcalan, called for a prisoner exchange. The Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, freed the 8 soldiers and civil servants on Wednesday as part of a peace process with the Turkish government that it hopes will lead to a ceasefire by August. The jailed PKK leader Abdullah Öcalan began secret talks with Turkey to end the 29-year conflict in October. The official Turkish Anatolian said the hostages would meet their families in Zakha, northern Iraq, and then enter the Turkey from the border at Habur about 10 a.m. GMT. Al-Saleh said Öcalan's plan was for a ceasefire to begin in the next few months, up to the middle of August. Turkey has yet to announce what it has offered in return, but there has been speculation that it will make some changes to the Turkish constitution. These include recognition of the existence of the ethnic Kurds, which is one of the main demands by Kurds in Turkey. The number of hostages held by the PKK have been disputed. Turkish media has reported numbers that vary from 10 to 20. The number of dead pigs found floating from a major river near China's financial hub, Shanghai, has risen to nearly 6,000, state media has reported.
The state-run Xinhua news agency quoted Shanghai authorities as saying that the number of swine carcasses found had risen to over 5,916 since the first batch were fished out last Friday. Tags collected from the ears of the pigs suggested that they had come from Jianghe City in an upper province upstream, Xinhua reported. Xinhua quoted sources at Shanghai's Municipal Agricultural Commission as saying that one water sample from the river found porcine circovirus, a virus that affects pigs but cannot spread between people, but that all other tests showed no signs of abnormal contaminant or disease.
Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow at the same time. Goodbye.